Ayega. Wow. I think that's the problem right there. Right there. Because this came out as a single. And then she decided, I'm going to just chill. 5.5 years without recording anything.
God. Oh my God. 5 years, 5 years. 5.5.
What do you mean? Yes, really, which has been 5 years.
It's a long time.
Why?
No, but okay, why? That's a very difficult question. You know, I always sing when I have something to say. I always write when I have something to write about.
For 5 years, you had nothing to say?
For 5 years, I was so busy. You know, my last album made me so busy. I was performing that album like left, right.
That's what happens when you call it so much more. You call an album so much more. What do you expect?
It's a prophecy, my brother. I prophesy over my life. I prophesy over my life. I mean, I don't play games. So I prophesied that so much more is going to come out of this album. And a lot came out of that album.
Oh, yeah.
So I took my time. I wanted people to understand the album, love the album. Yeah. I wanted to perform the album. And I did that.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Talk about prophecy. We have a blind spot here.
Yeah.
Umfundisi's child.
Yeah.
He then finds out, and this is the very child he was grooming to become the next. He finds out that he's been scamming people. Mm-hmm. He confronts him. He confesses with Abunjalo.
Yeah.
And now he's got this moral dilemma now. Mm-hmm. How do I lead if I can't lead my own? Mm-hmm. You know, and so he's even thinking of announcing his decision to leave the pulpit this very Sunday. What do you think? He says, is it premature? What do you think?
You know what? First of all, calling a Gamfundis. Now we're questioning a lot of things here. Do we direct our kids to our direction because of that legacy that we want to leave, or we let them live their own lives? So, for instance, I'm a singer. My kids sing because they hear me sing at home. Actually, I posted a video of me and my daughter. I was singing, and she just was imitating me.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean now she must be a singer. Ooh. That's a thing. You know, I honestly feel like, especially with Abafundis, they like to impose, and maybe that's a wrong word to use, but I'm going to use it for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Like, they like to impose themselves on their kids. Just because you're a pastor doesn't mean your kids need to be pastors. Your kids might have something totally different that they have to do with their own lives. Let kids be kids and do their own things. And with me saying this, I'm not condoning what the child was doing. But I'm saying you can't say I'm stepping down because it means I'm a bad parent because my kids, they are making their own choices. You know, when we give birth to these kids, we don't have power. That's another thing that you need to understand. Even if you're a pastor, you don't have power over your kids. They're going to be who they're supposed to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are nothing but a vessel that they came through.
That God used. Hold your baton. If you've had great impact on your kids, they might choose the path that you chose. But don't impose yourself on them. No,
so that is the blind spot.
Yeah, I think so.
You've opened me up to something. That is the blind spot, that he's under pressure because he wanted the legacy to continue.
He's making everything about himself.
Also.
You know, he can't even solve the problem. What made you do what you're doing?
Danke.
But because everything has to portray who he is, ego. Let's work on that. That ego must come down. Yeah.
I think masculuming in life is segele. Here's the part that we didn't know, Brenda.
Which part?
This part.
Oh my God.
You're talking about life like that.
Yeah, I'm old.
It is like a cold glass of water, girl.
I'm old now. I'm no longer. I came in this industry when I was very young, and now I'm not young anymore. I think because over 10 years later, guys. So I'm a 40-year-old woman.
You're an old soul because of Ukoko, right?
I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Is it SANE? Oh, sorry. Hello.
Hi. Oh my God, we didn't greet each other.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
I'm so happy to be here. I haven't been here in how many years? I forgot.
You see?
Last time I was here, I was with Olet Adams.
Oh, wow.
Actually, and I was pregnant. Remember?
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been quite a long time.
I hope that. What did you name this child?
Zuri. I didn't name my child Oleta. Her name is Zuri.
Not 95.9 something.
No,
Zuri.9 something.
Zuri. Zuri.
Why Zuri?
Zuri is beautiful in Swahili.
Ah.
It's a Swahili name for beauty.
Yeah.
So no buhle, you know. Uzuri.
Yes. Lovely.
Yeah.
And that's a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's been 5 years ago.
And Oleta was besotted with you. She was like,
That's
what?
so beautiful. I still have those videos. So beautiful. I will never forget that. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
SANE or SANE?
SANE.
It's
SANE.
SANE.
Everybody say, why you guys...
Who Brenda Mtambo nje?
And then, I've never... my albums, they are all in English. My first album is Inspired. My second album is So Much More. My third one is also SANE.
Angithi phela ungathi
SANE, guys, please. SANE, SAE. SANE.
Ay, man.
Everyone is saying SANE.
How SANE?
Why would I call an album SANE, by the way?
Eh?
Why would I call an album SANE? Because in Ngwakazulu.
Vele, what is SANE in Zulu, by the way?
Sanelisiwe igama lentombazana.
Yes, wake?
Sanelisiwe
Now Zulu.
sanele. Yabona? Sanele, but amagama lawo angahlangani nami.
Yeah, mara. Oh, SANE.
Yeah, SANE oh.
Oh.
Unshani SANE oh.
Oh, SANE.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Wow, why SANE?
SANE from Sanity. You know,
Okay.
when I was recording the album, I was looking for something that can calm me, that can bring peace to me, that can help me, because I was struggling with anxiety at the time.
Is it?
Yeah, I lost my mom. I'm not sure if you know that.
No, I didn't know.
I lost my mother in 2020.
COVID times.
But she was involved in a very bad accident. It was not COVID. So she passed, and I was not expecting that. I think it shook me so much because it came as a shock. So I think for the accident happened in 2019, October, remember, I had a show that day.
Yo.
So I was receiving a lot of calls.
Where are you?
I'm in Pietermaritzburg. So I was in Pietermaritzburg because I was hosting a show. My mom is in Durban. So my mom gets involved in an accident. They tried to call me, but I'm busy. I was flying back to Johannesburg because I had a show during the day here, and I'm going to fly back to Pietermaritzburg. So if I'm that busy, I don't pick up my phone.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not going to pick up this phone. So I just continued with the whole day. And then later, I see the same number has been trying to call me. And then it's 11 o'clock at night. I'm just finished performing.
Yeah.
And then I pick up the phone. They tell me your mama just was involved in a very bad accident. We've been trying to get hold of you. And then I remember, this is the same number. And then from that day, I never became okay, I think. I was floating. I was just, just floating. And I did everything in my powers, to make things fine for my mom. Unfortunately, she passed away in 2020, March, end of February.
So she couldn't recover from it?
It was a bad accident. It was very, very bad. All her nerve system were destroyed. So they told me instantly that she won't make it. So I think, because I knew that she wasn't going to make it.
Oh, yeah.
I think it disturbed a little bit.
A
lot of things in my life. Everything went south in my life. So when she passed away, then we had COVID. You know, You know me, I'm a workaholic.
Okay, so and that was April, by the way. So she passed in March.
Yeah.
Right? And then lockdown, April of 2020.
Yes. So everything happened fast. And I'm forced now to stay at home and face everything. I don't know what was happening, honestly, with me. I didn't have any explanation of what I was going through at the time until I went to hospital. I was thinking I have COVID as well. Turns out I didn't have
panic
COVID.
Attacks.
I'm having a panic attack.
Oh, wow.
And then everything it came flooding. I think then recording this album was that, shielding myself, just looking for something that can give me some peace. Because everything else was just, was not well. Everything was falling apart.
Workaholic. You said something about you being a workaholic.
Maybe let me rephrase that. I like to say good things about myself. Okay, yes. Workaholic is a good thing,
I think. Thing.
But I love to work. I find joy in working.
Yeah.
I get excited when I'm working.
Yeah.
I get very sad when I don't work because it means I don't have money. It means I don't have money clearly. So that frustrates me.
Yeah.
So if I'm sitting at home, I just lost a lot of money trying to get from doctor to doctor, trying to get all these things that the funerals, everything that happened, I lost all the money. And next thing, I'm not making that money again.
Yeah.
I'm home. Actually, I'm losing all my money that I've saved because of COVID, and especially in our industry. We suffered.
Of course.
We're still suffering now. I'm still finding my way.
You were supposed to get, what is it called? Some reprieve. And did it come to you?
It came.
Oh, but
that's another topic. Call me some other time. I'll talk about
my
it.
Words. No.
It did came, but guys, how much was it? First of all, let's not talk about that.
Okay.
Let's continue with SANE.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So the album came as an escape for me and something that I needed.
Are you writing during this difficult time?
Yeah, I'm writing, but also I'm reliving my other song that I've written in the past.
Okay.
I'm just there's a song that I wrote, and I know we're not gonna play it today. It's called "Longs for You." I wrote it for my mom. That was the hardest song to write because my emotions were there, like everything was there. I remember I cried a lot singing the song.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can feel it when you listen to it, that I was crying a lot.
Okay.
But I needed to do it to release, to take it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, it's a listening session, guys. Brenda Mtambo is here. Okay, SANE, the album.
Wow.
SANE, the album. After 5 years, it's here. The first single.
Yes.
Anzac
Wednesday.
Yes. The workaholic has spoken. Now.
Anzac Wednesday. You make things happen. Whatever that is in your heart. This song says, whatever that is in your heart, that you think about, that you want to do, it is upon you. It is your responsibility to make it happen. So just do it. You know how the song says?
Nike this thing.
Yes, Nike
just do it.
No, don't Nike it. We've associated Nike with another thing.
Okay. So,
right.
Anzac
Wednesday.
If you want to need.
Anzac Wednesday. Like an idea.
What that you're saying?
What I can say. No, you know why I'm laughing there? When I recorded that song, I went in studio and I just did that take. And then I laughed. I said, okay, that's like an idea. And then that was the take that we decided to use. Yes. That's how I'm laughing at the end. Actually, I laugh and say, oh, it's all right. Like an idea. At first, I thought, okay, I'm going to use it as an idea. But when we were listening, we were like, it sounds good.
Yeah.
So let's just leave it
Who's there in the studio?
It is me and David Mtambo. David Mtambo is a guy that I worked with as a producer.
Yes.
He did about 3 songs on the album.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was me and him. I forgot who else was there, but yeah.
Tlale just tweeted now.
What is he saying?
Now, when you see Tlale coming out, you must know now. That's the powerhouse right there. Listen, love her voice, love that woman. Ati ukule siswami. That's what he's saying. Oh yeah. Anzac Wednesday. It's such an instructive song, an inspiring song, especially for those who procrastinators and so much more, and maybe even people who are driven and governed by fear, right?
Yeah.
It kind of says, man.
Yeah, to make things happen. I was saying the other day, we are all going through something at this time, especially.
Every day.
Everything, economically, we're not doing well. Emotionally, psychologically, we are suffering. So the best thing that you can do is to motivate yourself every day, to wake up and say, I'm going to have a beautiful day. I do that with my kids every morning. We have affirmations in the car. Say, your affirmation time, and then they just start. They know now.
Oh.
Yeah, they know.
What are the affirmations?
I'm smart. I'm confident. I can do anything.
Wow.
Every morning, if you ask my kids, say your affirmation, they will say that. And then we pray because we need that.
Oh.
We need that.
Because there's no more assembly, eh?
No.
There's no more assembly now.
No one's going to push me if I don't push myself. So I try to be positive, man. Otherwise, I'm going to drown, or we're all going to drown.
I'm going to be that guy in history who will be like, hey, that man had Brenda Mtambo in studio and Brenda sang.
Right.
Right.
You guys make me sing. It made me sing like that. I haven't sung in a long time.
I suggest that today we're going through the album.
Yes.
And then I think in summer, you need to come back.
I can't wait. I want that so
And then we
much.
must do the unplugged.
Oh, that's going to be
And we
amazing.
invite your fans
Yes.
to come and be with you here
Please.
as you go through SANE.
Please. Let's do that.
I promise by that time I would have changed my mind
Yeah.
and made sure that it's engraved in my head.
Yeah.
Because this album is called SANE.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I promise.
This album, let me tell you, I never, I don't know how to boast about something. I don't know. I'm not that person who say, oh my God,
I'll
it's
boast for you,
amazing.
don't worry.
It's amazing. I don't do those things. But this album is one of my best work that I've done.
Why? Because you feel you've poured it all,
Yeah.
you left it all in the studio.
I feel like that, but also I feel like it's the sound that I've always wanted in terms of like the overall sound of the album, also because I was in control.
Oh,
I was in control of how I want my story to be told, how I want the sound to sound like. Everything, I was in full control.
And when you say full control, also choosing who
to work with, but also being a producer myself, because I produced on this album with the producers, which is something I've never done before.
Okay.
I know how I want the sound to sound. I know how everything is supposed to sound like when I write music. And before, because I was still young, I would let anyone just decide how everything is going to turn out, how the song is supposed to sound like. But now I was like, no, I want that bass to sound like this. Can we take this out? I don't want this sound. I don't want that. I think I'm in full control. And right now, as the woman that I am now is in control.
Yes.
Yeah.
And obviously that comes with time, isn't it?
Yes.
And you are happy you are where you are right now.
I'm very
right?
happy. Yeah.
Now, you said you only get into the studio when you have something to say.
Yeah.
Anzac Wednesday is one of them. Let
me first explain what Balacima means.
Yes. I'm thinking my will is in now.
Balacima loosely translated, eating, you don't know what you want.
Wow.
Are you in or are you out? In a context of love.
In, we are tatazel.
No, I'm single now. I'm tatazel.
It's
Steady. At that time, the tatazel, man, the pizza, the north. Direction. I'm like, dude, I've told everyone, man, what's happening? Are we doing this or are we not doing this?
Oh wow.
So that's where the song came from.
And it's such a difficult position for a woman to be in.
Very difficult because
you must now lead him.
Yeah, and then you become controlling.
Yes.
You become a version that, I don't want to talk about relationships, I've told myself I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like if you're with someone who doesn't know what they want, they want you, but they're not sure if they really want you. Or they don't know what to do with you. Or maybe they do want you, but they don't know what to do with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they'll just be in and out. They'll invite all other things also around, and they will be part of whatever that you're doing.
And they choose parts of you, not the whole of you.
Yeah, that thing that, everyone say, I love an independent woman until they have an independent woman. Until you get an independent woman, then you're like, Because an independent woman have control of their own lives. So if you don't have direction, you'll feel controlled by them because they are going somewhere.
And where they are going, they are going.
They are going with or without you.
That's right.
Exactly.
But we probably I'm
going to go live for this song. I love this song.
Yeah, okay. Let's wait for you to go live.
No, go.
No. I love the play of words, but I also love the deeper meaning behind them.
Yeah.
But is this a song for a guy? Is it a song for a girl who's going through something? What is this song intended? As over and above, it is a letter to self, but who is it intended for?
This song is for everyone who feels like they're in a situation that is not clear. but it's it's engraved in love. It's a love song, but it talks about someone who doesn't know whether they want you or they don't want you.
Mara, when your heart has already decided at the time, or your heart is opened up at the time.
Yeah.
And then they are not clear.
They're not clear. Whether they want to stay or they want to live.
Damn it, man.
Damn it.
Yeah, man.
Damn it, lies.
I think the song is indicative of the times that we live in. Now that I've really, really listened to it. Unfortunately, guys, the dating pool, ne?
Yeah, no.
You are dealing, especially women who know what they want.
Yeah.
Chances are you're going to date a lot of indecisive men or men who just don't know how to decide.
You know, I always tell my friends, because I've been emphasizing I'm no longer young. I was saying, if you can fix your marriage, fix it.
Yeah. Hey!
No, I'm going there. I'm going there. And I'm going to be very honest. I think we are left with nothing. We are left with nothing. There's nothing there. There's nothing out there. You know, I'm not even looking for a relationship. That's how bad it is. I'm like, I'm not going to look for anything. There's nothing, honestly, you know. Like before, you know, I know men who will initiate, you know, and you'll have a great conversation with someone. You feel like, okay, I'm getting to know someone. No, because of social media, people say hello. And then I must continue. How are you doing? How is your day going? And I feel like men are lazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're lazy.
Lazy.
They're so lazy. They don't want to do anything. They want to get everything for nothing. You know? And I'm not saying everybody, but I'm just saying if you can fix what you have, fix it.
Ngoba
Hashem. You don't want to be us. I'm telling you. You don't want to be us. I can't wait to write love songs. I want to channel my mind to write love songs. I want to do that. Like I love, I'm going to love on my next album. I'm going to love movement, man. Even
but from a place of authenticity, right?
Yes, from that place.
But right now,
if it doesn't happen on the fiction. I'm a writer, you guys. I'm a creative. I'll just create something.
Yeah.
I'm calling it. I'm going to start calling it.
Yeah. Can you be decisive?
Yeah, what do you want?
What do you want?
And they don't know what they want. They want everything. And everything is at their disposal. Everything is out there now. So if you don't know what you want, you're going to choose everything.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's no man
like Chris Rock said, they become victims of their own options.
Exactly. You know, because there's everything now. You have choices. Everything just on your face. You wake up in the morning, there's like 50 people. They're all beautiful. Ooh. Are you looking for beauty? Because beauty is everywhere.
Yes.
So if you don't know what you want,
is it everywhere or beauty today? You can buy it.
You can buy beauty. Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
you can. I'm going to say much about it.
So is it really about beauty or is it really about the heart? Is it about the person?
People don't have hearts anymore. Do people have hearts?
Sure.
They don't have hearts anymore. They don't even consider anything in the heart. People will just do anything for survival, whatever. It's the same with us women as well. What we want, you know? Because we also want money. Can money satisfy us?
Yeah, naikon.
And then what else, you know?
Ooh.
Yeah, but if you don't have, of course you're going to want it.
Indeed, with Brenda Mtambo saying that the album is already available. You can stream it live and you can also purchase it. Do not just download illegally, because now this money must go straight to Brenda's pocket. And congratulations for being an independent artist, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank you.
We need that. We need that. It's very brave. It's not easy.
No, it's not.
But well done for taking that giant step. Yeah. And Zonke as well, independent. I mean, that we are here for it.
She inspired me a lot, that one.
Yeah,
she did, yeah.
And I see you have no collaborations on this album.
No, I don't have. I feel like, you know, it's hard to ask people to collaborate if there's no connection. I believe in like some connections. Like I need to connect with you for me to.
Yeah.
Because music is very spiritual, and I'm putting my heart. If it's not connected, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
I believe that once I get someone that I can connect with musically, and I can collaborate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, oh, by the way, keep those voice notes coming in on the blind spot because I know it sounded like Brenda had, the final say. I'm sure you still have a few things that you want to say. Nosi Pomsiza says, oh, Baluakim, that part where she goes, Ziyawushaya
kamngani mama.
Ngoba?
You don't get it now. Okay, thina kwaZulu uma intombi igana or iganelwa sithi ziyawushaya kasibani. So I'm saying everyone around me ziyawushaya kwakubo or bayashada
bayakokota bashingo
yonke into mina lebe ngihleli nje la. Ever? That's what I'm saying on that part. Yeah.
That's why then saying cartel.
Yeah, then I'm tired. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And now the danger with this, and I know it's one of those things like time is not on your side, but the danger with this is the wrong man can say the right thing too.
The thing is, I don't think so. I was saying the other day, everything that happens to you, you have a full responsibility when as a person. If someone comes to me, if someone comes to me, after something, you can say whatever you want. My spirit will tell me if it's right or it's wrong. Or your actions, because if you're lying, at least your actions won't lie. But most of the time we ignore those signs, we ignore those things because we want to. If you say you love me, I just listen to you. Your actions are going to tell me whether you love me or you don't love me.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is sometimes you just want to tick a box and then you numb the senses, and even when the senses are telling you, you're going to tick that box, but it's not right for you. Right?
Yeah, we are born. Most of the time, most women who say, or men or whatever, my baby, hey, I'm hurt. I'm like, which part did you play in this?
And
because you allowed.
That's a very tough conversation. No one wants to have it.
Yeah, which part did? If you can say, me, as Brenda, I did this here, I overlooked this, then you're gonna be better.
Oh yeah.
But if you're gonna be a victim leader, and you're like, oh, they did this to me, you're gonna attract the same guy again, who's gonna do the same thing because you are unable to check. Why am I attracting someone or to Yangtanda? Not even Yangtanda, mina we Yangtanda. Yangtanda, okay, thank you. Actually, most of the time I say thank you.
Yeah.
I love you, thank you.
Yes.
Your actions are gonna tell me if you love me or you don't love me.
That's right.
Yeah. And most of the time when I say thank you, they don't say nothing. Because that's all they want.
Yes.
Exactly.
You saying the Lyric Theatre is coming up
on the 2nd of September.
Wow.
I'm really challenging myself here, and I'm inviting everyone to come support me, guys. Please come support. Because I've always done intimate shows.
Yeah.
And Lyric is a bit bigger,
yes.
And I really want to tackle that.
We're going to fill it up.
Yeah.
No. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you.
Oh, my God.
We're going to fill it up. We are filling it up.
We're filling it up.
We're filling it
so
up.
Lyric Theatre on the 2nd of September. And then on the 11th of November, it's Durban Playhouse.
Okay.
The Opera Theatre.
Taking it back home.
Yes. So I'm doing that. I'm working on those projects, because that's what I want to do with my career right now. I'm like, my music needs to be heard, and I'm going to make it a point. Whatever it takes, we'll set out there.
Yeah. Are you going to record them?
I am recording all the shows.
Okay.
And also production-wise, I love good productions. Yeah. And sometimes when I get invited to festivals, I don't get, my stuff that I want to do.
Yeah.
So on these shows, you get to come and experience a full show with the full production, as you should. So people must just get on tickets and get their tickets.
Is the tickets already available?
They're coming out end of June.
Okay.
End of June.
Just nudge me so we can start pushing again. Eh?
I will do. Thank you.
So the 2nd of September, the Lyric Theatre, that's where it is happening. So now we have to end with this one song, and deliberately so.
Yeah.
Hambanati.
Ooh, Hambanati. Hambanati is one of my personal favorite songs on this album. Remember when Uyinene passed away?
Who?
Uyinene.
Yes.
I was so touched, first of all. Like, I remember I would cry all the time.
Yeah.
It touched me. I was like, this child was just going to a post office. And everyone was angry. I was so angry. And then I remember I was following the case and following everything. I remember in Cape Town, there were young kids. I call them kids because they're younger than me, you know. And then she said, if we talk, they kill us. And if we're quiet, they kill us. Sife silo. That stuck with me. And I'm getting emotional talking about it, but it affected me so much, you know. And then I decided to write a song. It's Hambanat.
Yeah.
It's like a prayer for everyone, basically. When you live, you know, you need to pray, guys, because anything can happen.
True.
Especially in our country. I don't know. I get so angry sometimes about how we've become such a lawless country. Like, our law has failed us. Hijacking is so high in our country. Crime is so bad.
You can't walk at night.
You can't jog as a woman. You're scared. You can't do anything. When I'm driving from work, you know, I'm a single mother. I have a team, obviously, but I drive home by myself. Yeah. So most of the time, at night, I'm driving home, and I'm praying the whole time. I hope I can get home safe, and that shouldn't be life. And then I wrote the song. It's like a plea to God. It's, God, can you please keep us safe, man? You know, I was pleading with God, literally. It's not a gospel song, but it's a song, like, it's a plea. It's a plea for protection, you know, to feel protected.
Here's the song. Brenda, I'm sane now.
You're sane now? Are you feeling sane? Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you so much for having me.
Only a pleasure. All the best and keep shining.
Thank you.